glass down, although I may need it. I need to be drunk. So, when I first learned that Denis and Paula were engaged, I was like, what? You guys aren't married yet? And, it took me, by surprise. I mean, they've been together for a really long time. And they bought a house together. They've got a dog. You'd easily assume that they were married. Actually, today it feels like a movie you've known to be in the making for close to a decade. And sure, the budget's huge. And, but they've hit every note perfectly. Like, everything today has just been awesome and perfect.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's true.
I'm giving them a speech.
Good luck, Bob.
Thank you. So, why has, today been perfect? And it's because of who they are. It's Denis and Paula. And, I thought I'd start by talking to you guys about who I know best, and that's Denis. I've known Denis for over 20 years, actually. I first met him in elementary school, and we're both, top secret, but we're both Belgian. And, yes. It's a shock. It's a shameful secret. But when I moved here, Denis had been here for, 5 years, and I didn't speak a lick of English. And I actually remember being in the elementary school playground. I didn't know any English, and then in French, someone said, "Est-ce que tu t'appelles Mathieu? Is your name Matt?" And I was like, "What?" It took me, by surprise. And, since then, Denis and I have been really good friends, great friends. Yeah. And, it wasn't, it didn't take long for me to meet his whole family. His mom, Muriel, clearly I've been drinking. His mom, Muriel's just the sweetest person. Give her a round of applause. Yeah, she's always been so sweet. She was always making sure that we had, a lot of fun and so many snacks. So many.
And good snacks.
Good snacks. I mean, that's
But
implied.
that's because we love you, man.
It's true.
And beer.
Well, not at that age.
What was I thinking?
Well, you're Canadian. It's right. But, Muriel, Denis's mom, is so sweet. And I think that, if you know Denis, he's really just such a sweet guy. And I think that's, a lot of it is due to his mom. And she's just, imparted a lot of sweetness onto him. And so I was like 10 or 11. We, Denis and I were just having a lot of fun. We met his sisters. At the time, they were a couple years older, but it happens a lot when you're 11. They seem to be quite a bit older. They're not. But it, they just seem like really cool older siblings, and it's Natalie and Virginia. You probably should give them a round of applause. You may not know this about Denis, but he's quite a ladies' man. And that's entirely due to his sisters. I think they've really just imprinted on him, what it is to be a ladies' man. And then there's Daniel. What can I say about Daniel? You're screwed. I'm gonna say it. I think everything good that Denis is, a lot of it is due to Daniel. I mean, sure, you dodged the bullet, you're not bald. And you have a sense of direction.
That's for me.
Yeah, it's from Muriel. Daniel once got lost at a fireworks show. He had to have the police, help him find his family. He's 45. That's, that's saying something. Where am I here? Page 2, yeah, that's 5.
6.5.
But yeah, so there's Daniel. I think that everything that, good that Denis is due to Daniel in a large part. He's always exposed him to everything, that Denis is good at, computers, the world around him. it's all because of you, and I think everyone should give you a round of applause. Seriously, everything good Dennis is, I think a lot of it is reflected from you and Muriel, and Dennis really lucked out. Right. Wait, where am I? I kind of went off speech, so I'm trying to find out where I should be. Yeah, so, I mean, really, everything Dennis is, it's a reflection of you, and you should be very happy because he turned out very well. Okay, I'll cut it out. Yeah, so Dennis and I grew up, you know, just in love with computers and his really hot sisters. That might have been just me. Yeah, no more about that. You know, we both went off to different colleges, and, you know, this often happens, I guess, around that time, is we lost touch with each other. For 4 years, we didn't really talk as much. But as soon as we both moved back to the Bay Area to get, you know, jobs in, you know, the tech industry, because where else are you going to go? We really reconnected, and it was as though our friendship had never skipped a beat. So we moved back, and that's at this point that Paula enters the picture. And what can I say about Paula? Paula, I mean, come on. You're so smart about so many things. You're not above, you know, giggling or, you know, about Twilight and Harry Potter. I mean, look around. We're basically at Hogwarts. It's hard to see here, but you know, Afton's lucky that he didn't have to wear a Dumbledore hat. And that was a beautiful speech. A lot of values. So, yeah, what can I say about Paula? She's perfect for Dennis. You're so level-headed. You're the most, you know, well-adjusted person I know. Paula's parents, Peter and Juliet. Yes, I'm going to mention you. You know, I haven't, you know, interacted with you as much as Dennis's parents, but you've always been so nice. And I know that Paula loves and thinks the world of you. She said so many times. What else can I say about Paula? Well, Paula's smart. Said that. Kind of screwed myself here because I went over where I was supposed to go. So this is all about Paula. She ran a marathon with a fever, and the New York Marathon, and she still got a better time than most of us here would ever get. And you know, that's pretty awesome. She also, you know, graduated from Stanford, and she's humble because she was the top of her class, and I didn't hear her brag once. Had that been me, I would have taken out billboards, radio ads, all sorts of stuff. And basically, you know, Dennis is super lucky to have you, and I mean, you're lucky to have Dennis too. Yeah, let's give him a round of applause. So they began dating around the time that Dennis graduated from college 9 years ago, as we all know. And they started spending a lot of time together. So much time, you know, they were spending whole days together. And in the evening, when it was time for Dennis to go home, you know, because Paul's the lady, Dennis once crashed his car and broke his hand.
Oh, yeah.
And for a couple weeks, he just had a thumbs up expression. His hand was broken. And I really think that symbolizes how he felt about Paula. Thumbs up. And, you know, it actually brought them closer. Paula just seemed to relish in taking care of Dennis. And I was just happy to see a woman that wasn't his mom take care of Dennis. That was pretty good. And, where am I here? What's that? Well, anyways, since then, you know, anytime you looked into Dennis and Paula's relationship, you saw a fairy tale romance. They just got along so well together. You saw burgeoning careers, a beautiful home, and, you know, an awesome dog, Bailey. Who's missing? I was expecting to see Bailey. Can we get a round of applause for Bailey? But they have an awesome future ahead. The only thing I have to say is, you don't often see love like this. People that are so perfect to each other. You don't see that a lot. You don't see love like this. Although I shared a wall with them, and I did have to hear love like this. And seriously, I love you guys. I wish you all the luck in the world, but you're so perfect for each other that you don't really need it. And yeah, congratulations. Feels good.
Well, now all four of our bridesmaids are going to come up together. So Sunita, Sarah, Brigitte, and Natalie.